Hi guys, Monkey's Nuts.com here. It's been a little while since I've done a vlog. So something's come up, so I thought I may as well just talk about it. Basically, I'm going to be on television very soon. With regards to, well, I'm going to be on TV twice very soon. I'll put this video up tonight, and well, I'll go straight on, and then basically you can relate to it. But I'm going to be on television on Thursday at 8 o'clock on Channel 5, so that's Thursday the 6th of June. That programme is going to be called Angry Britain, and it was the people that I did the actual interview, the people who came and filmed me basically, that are doing that one. Apparently they've got a lot of interest from the media and stuff about it. They asked me whether or not I'd be interested in doing like interviews and things, but in all honesty, I'm not that fussed, to be honest. Yeah, so that's basically the first one. Hopefully that will be the better one, really. Well, not really, but I can't really have much of an opinion, really, but I don't know what either of them are going to be like, to be honest. But my video should also, when I say my video, I mean the one, I think everyone should sort of like, will realise it's the one where the guy gets out and sort of like gets in my face and starts threatening stuff. It was the one who cut the corner. Pretty much the majority of the media's interest is sourced around that one video because of the amount of interest the actual video's got. I mean, it's got 500,000, no, has it? Not sure. I think it's probably got about 500,000 views now. So obviously it's a lot of interest. So yeah, that my video without an interview is going to be appearing on Monday the 9th of June. That's at 9 o'clock on ITV1. That programme is going to be called Road Rage Britain, I believe. There are 2 Vimeo trailers for it, from the producers, or the producers. Yeah, that's. I'll put the links to the videos in the description, and I'll put the links to, well, Mentor Media have produced the Channel 5 programme, so I may as well just put a mention in for their efforts, because they're the ones who actually did do the creating of the video. So yeah, basically, TV appearances, they're all right. You've just got to be careful, basically, of the views that you give. Well, not necessarily views that you give, but you've got to bear in mind, you might say something and you might understand what you mean in your head, but it doesn't necessarily mean that other people are going to understand what you mean, if you understand what I mean. So if you know what I mean, basically. Really what I'm saying is, you might think something sounds good in your head, but other people can take it another way. So you just got to be careful of that, really, when you're doing interviews and things, and or whether it's whether they're actually on-camera interviews, phone call interviews, face-to-face interviews, or maybe even just email interviews. You've got to bear in mind basically everyone's opinion of what actually happened, because the producers, they will obviously have their own opinion, and they will have an idea of what they actually want the programme to end up as. So I mean, there's some companies who want to just focus on the road rage and just show people getting angry and things like that, and saying, oh, this is what happens all the time on the roads, and this is really bad. But then there's the other companies, the other producers, who want to actually focus on why people feel the need to get so angry, and why people are so frustrated on the roads, and they sort of like, well, they don't try to solve the problem, they just try to find the reasons behind why it's causing it. It's like, I watched a cat programme yesterday, Secret Life of Cats. Hopefully quite a few of you watched it as well. But yeah, that programme, it's basically the same principle. That programme, it showed what all the cats, what's actually in the nature of the cat, and then it basically just compared it to what you would experience, what a cat owner would actually see coming from the cat, and it was tying it all together. And it had a lot of interesting information in that film, like whiskers being a bit wider than your actual body, the widest part of the cat's body, which is the head. That's basically so that they know how big of a gap they can actually get in. So that's why little kittens, they like to try and get themselves in as smaller holes as possible, because they're exploring their extremities. The principle of comparing those type of factors, like the sort of like the kitten-like traits in a cat, and just the basic natures, it's the same as comparing road rage incidents basically. So yeah, pretty much basically finding out why people are doing these things, and I mean, obviously, no matter what happens in society, there will always be road rage. People will always be extremely opinionated, especially in the UK. That's one thing that you tend to find. In America, people are probably even more opinionated, but in America, people will actually step in and help you. It's like the other day, I didn't really need to, but there was a woman who, she just happened to leave a fuel cap open when she was driving away from a petrol station. So I just beeped her, she stopped, and I just closed it for her, and I mean, that wasn't the biggest thing in the world. If she could have technically driven off like that, but it's not very safe. That's why cars have petrol caps. But hang on, I've gone and forgot where I'm going now actually with this. I have actually forgotten where I'm going with this. Why am I talking about being polite all of a sudden? Yeah, I have gone and forgotten what I'm talking about. Oh well. But anyway. Oh right, yeah. In the UK, people are more declined really to help out as such. I mean, if someone, I mean, like if there's a cyclist on the side of the road, they look like they're having some issues, the majority of people will just drive past, not even bother to ask if they need any help or anything. Which is pretty sad really, but in America people will tend to stop and help. Well, I suppose it depends of the nature of the problem, I guess, but the majority of them will stop and help anyway. Well, yeah, in terms of television appearances, I mean, the people watching this video, if say you've got a really popular video, you get interest from the media, it's personal choice, personal preference really, whether or not you actually want to participate in what they're offering you, or whether or not you just want to give them some information and access to the video. It varies entirely on who the actual person who uploaded the video is, really, what the type of what they're interested in. Personally, I'm young. I'm all for getting as much fame as possible at this point in my life, because I can't imagine I'm going to become. I mean, I'm not famous as it is, but I mean, I am relatively popular in the local area. I'm popular as a cyclist, and well, if someone who knows my YouTube channel sees my car, they tend to sort of notice me as well. So there's more good points really to being a little bit popular in your local town than disadvantages really. There's a cyclist here, and it looks like there's stupid people taking chances overtaking him. He's a touring cyclist as well. He had loads of bags on his bike. Yeah, I'm interested in TV right now. I mean, I know it's not going to be the. Yeah, it can be viewed quite bad, I suppose, but it just depends what a person's personal preference really is when it comes to the media. But if you do go for an interview or something, or if a TV crew comes round to your house, it's entirely up to you how the situation goes. You're the one being interviewed, so you've got every right to say, no, I don't really want to talk about something like that. I don't really want to be featured in that kind of way. What I like to do is find out exactly what the program's going to be sourced around. I mean, the two programs that I'm being featured on, one's called Road Rage and one's called Angry Britain. But the Angry Britain one, they said that they weren't focusing just around sort of like the bad kinds of people, really. Well, not the bad kind. I mean, they weren't focusing just on the bad traits of people. They are sort of like looking on both sides of the story. I haven't seen either of the videos yet, so I wouldn't know what they're on about. But hopefully, I mean, after the interview and once you've given them the video, the company, they can kind of do whatever they want with it. You've just got to really hope for the best and hope that they're not going to disappoint. But they are looking for views. You have got to bear that in mind. These producers, they're looking for the views on the video, on the program, and because that's how they get their money. So if they call the program something like Why the People Road Rage, it's not really going to get as many views as Angry Britain or something, is it? Because people really... it just shows really the type of people that want to watch programs like that. So clearly there is an audience out there who want to just watch confliction between people on the roads. So... I'll let this lorry through. So, yeah, just you're going to be going on the media, just try and take it with a pinch of salt, really. Hope that, just try and hope that nothing goes wrong, or try and control the situation as best as possible by giving either neutral or positive opinions on things. I mean, I've got my popularity from one main video, which obviously doesn't show me in the best of traits, or in the best of lights, or the person, the other guy who was actually in the video in the best of light. But nah, it just depends on what you're interested in, really. If you don't want to do any media, you don't have to. Just saying, sorry, I'm not interested. Sorry, I don't really want you having access to the video. I don't want to be featured in your program. They can't do anything. They might try and sort of pluck up your interest, as it were. Try and get you sort of like more interested in it. There's been a lot of people who've said, aren't I getting money from these media companies for being featured on TV? And I'm like, no, not particularly, because I'm not the type of person who asks for money. But if I do keep on getting interest from media production companies, then it might get to a point where I decide, well, I'm taking time out of my day and my life to actually give these people what they want. What am I getting into in return for it? I mean, I'm not exactly going to be getting good press necessarily, am I? Especially due to the content of the video and the typical content of the programs. But I don't know. It depends, really. I'm not bothered, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I'm going to sign off now on the Blue Bridge. So yeah, Thursday, this Thursday at 9 o'clock. No, sorry, 8 o'clock on ITV1. No, I'm getting this all wrong now. Right, this Thursday, it's 8 o'clock on Channel 5 is Angry Britain. And Monday at 9 o'clock on ITV1 is Road Rage Britain. So those are the two programmes sort of like that I'm going to be featured on. You can watch them, you don't have to. I'm not even that bothered, to be honest. But the Angry Britain one on Thursday might be worth a look, bearing in mind that they did say they were trying to sort of take a neutral ground and things like that. They were trying to show both sides of the story. So I think that programme is going to be more relevant, I suppose. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.